Hi guys, welcome to the 2016 Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Here we have the E200, which features a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 135 kilowatts and 300 Newton meters. This example's also got the full AMG kit, so you've probably noticed these massive 20-inch alloy wheels hiding multi-piston brakes behind there, cross-drilled discs, and a sporty body kit with the front lip there. But in terms of the design, it looks pretty much like the C-Class. It borrows pretty much the same headlights and tail light treatment and a similar sort of silhouette. Most of the German manufacturers are doing that these days, where they just have a design language and then they just apply it to all of their models. It doesn't look as imposing as the E-Class used to, in my opinion. It's starting to just blend in with the rest of the Mercedes range, but it does look very modern and sharp. But anyway, the interior is probably the most impressive aspect of the new E-Class, so we'll go and have a look at that. So as I said, this has got the full AMG kit, and you can notice these huge bulky bucket seats in the front, also AMG mats. But yeah, inside it feels like a very luxurious place. You've got wood trimmings all around the dash, a bit of chrome, a bit of aluminium. But up above, I'll just show you the LCD screens. So along here you'll see two massive LCD screens. These can be configured in various ways. You've also got these little swipe pads on the steering wheel. So this one on the right changes the you can scroll through the different displays for that, and this one on the left you can change the things on the right, the menus on the right. It is a little bit confusing. Like most modern cars, it is a little bit overwhelming when you first get in. But the main computer is all housed within this control unit here, and this is also a touch pad as well, this top bit. But yeah, you can change a load of different things. So you can go into your vehicle settings, change even what color you want this the little ambient lighting that goes all the way around the trim there. You've got 64 different colors actually, so you can go through and have fun with that. I'm sure the kids could have a bit of fun with that too. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can customize, and that is a little bit overwhelming, as I said. But if you own the car, you know, you can set it up how you want it, and you don't have to worry about changing it too much. Maybe over a 6-month period you might start changing it a little bit more, and then make you feel like you're driving a bit of a different car. It's basically a computer with a car wrapped around it. It's very intelligent, and it makes you feel a bit more intelligent as well. With the AMG Sport Pack, you've got various driving modes to choose from, including Sport and Sport Plus. You can also have an individual mode, so you can customize different things. So you can have Sport Plus setting for the engine, say, but then have comfort suspension. The AMG kit also includes this adjustable air suspension. If you hit this little button here, the car actually raises up a little bit and give you a bit more ground clearance. So if you've got a steep driveway or something like that, you can use that function. Most of the buttons and everything feel high quality, except for this little wheel. It sort of just rattles around a little bit. I'm not quite a fan of that. I was expecting a little bit better from Mercedes. But everything else is, yeah, very good fit and finish. High quality, no scratchy plastics. Everything's either covered in leather or sort of a hard rubbery surface. Even the seats, even though they are very heavily bolstered, the cushioning is quite soft. It feels very comfortable to drive. In terms of space, it feels pretty big in here. I mean, I don't think it's the biggest in the class, or it doesn't feel the biggest in the class just because of the way the dash all wraps around you. But it's definitely big enough. Like, you're not going to be wanting for more legroom or even headroom. This one does come with the twin sunroofs, which does give you a lot more headroom as well. We'll have a look at the back seats. So again, I wouldn't call this the roomiest in this class specifically, but there's loads of room. Like, look at all that knee room, and headroom is also very good. The sporty AMG bench seat is like the front. It's quite comfortable and cushy, and you've also got these cool climate vents. I love this little switch here. It's like a little precision knob. 12-volt socket, and you've got your own cup holders, and a little storage box underneath. Pricing for the E200 starts at about $90,000, but surprisingly it does actually feel like a $90,000 product. It feels very luxurious and classy. Anyway, let's take it for a drive and see how it goes. When you first set off, it's surprising just how light the E-Class feels. The E200 weighs in at 1780 kilograms tare weight. That's pretty light in itself for this class, but just on the way it feels on its feet, it feels like a much smaller and nimbler car. So I'll start off in comfort mode, and in this setting it feels like a very luxurious, soft and quiet car. The suspension is a little bit too cushy if you're planning on any sort of sporty driving, but even so, the underlying platform is very rigid, so you still can throw it around if you want to, but the suspension is just able to absorb bumps a bit more in a more relaxed manner. But yes, it's very quiet. This is definitely the Grand Touring mode. There's very little road noise coming through to the cabin, and the suspension is, yeah, just absorbing all those bumps. Then we can put it into sport mode, and that just sharpens up the suspension, the steering, and also the throttle response. I can feel that the throttle is more energetic, so I only need to move the throttle a little bit to get the engine moving. And if we go all the way into Sport Plus, that's the most aggressive for all of the settings. So the engine, the suspension, the steering, and the stop start is turned off as well. In this mode, the engine wants to rev, or the gearbox allows the engine to rev, so it will change down gears quite aggressively and hold gears until higher RPM. The suspension is also firmer. You probably heard that bump just then. It doesn't, to me, it's not, I wouldn't call it bone jarring or anything like that, but some people in this market might find it a bit too firm, but for a sporty sedan I think it's fine. Even though the 2-litre turbo engine only produces 135 kilowatts and 300 newton meters, Mercedes-Benz claims 0 to 100 in 7.7 seconds. And that's pretty brisk for a car of this size. It feels about that quick too, like it doesn't mind getting up and revving and really shifting you along. I mean, it's no AMG model, but it goes pretty good. Helping is the awesome 9-speed automatic gearbox. It changes down very quickly and also changes up very quick as well. But yeah, so that's full throttle, and it goes good. It's not you're not going to be wanting for more performance, and if you are, you've always got the E43 or even the E63, which has just been revealed. But I'm pretty surprised. I wouldn't think the E200 would go all that well, but it actually shifts along quite fine. Back to second gear, I'll give it the beans. It doesn't mind revving right out to 7,000 RPM either, which is nice. A little bit of lag lower down, but it more than makes up for it when you rev it out. It's amazing how German cars, with their precision engineering, they just extract every single bit of performance out of every kilowatt, because yeah, 135 kilowatts is nothing really. In a 1780 kilo car, it would normally, you know, you'd think it would go pretty slow, but this shifts along very well. But chances are, if you're buying a car like this, you're going to be wanting to put it into comfort mode and just ooze along the road. And that's probably where the E-Class really shines. I mean, apart from this technology and the cleverness of it all, it's a very comfortable and relaxing car to drive. On first impressions, it definitely feels like a high-end product. It feels intelligent, like Mercedes claims, and it actually feels sportier than you might think, even in E200 form. I'll go over more of the details in the full review soon, including some of the technologies, so like the automatic steering for cruise control. But until then, thanks for watching.